Mike Gill. Me and Crash are going to be bringing you a 3 to 4 part series this coming week. And I just wanted to intro and explain the importance of this. But it's going to be a wild ride. And it has to do with the money laundering. And it has to do with opening Pandora's box. Listen to what we're going to add. Look, I'm even thinking of the title. Ready? You can money launder. You can sell drugs. You can sell children. Ready? This might just be our title. Don't fix sports. That's right. People bet. See, there's the sin. But what if that's also part of money laundering? And that's exactly what's being done. So I can take you in this series from a homeless guy to the guy who was the world champion while he was talking to you then and telling you the corruption of these casinos, money laundering, racetracks, money laundering, race fixing. And you get to meet the mafia. Right. You thought they were dead. I'm going to show you a video there, live and well. Turns out it was premature. They're not the size of the cartel, but they use the same entities to launder and protect. That is the relationship with the mob with the racetracks. Who built Las Vegas if it wasn't the mafia? Who told you that the Las Vegas and these casinos were out of the money laundering business? Especially when now you have the cartels who are also involved front and center with the casinos and racetracks that I'm giving to you. You even got the cartel sneaking in drugs and people through horse vans, hay trucks, and they get licensed illegally on the backside of these racetracks, and they're murderers and killers and dealers, which I proved and had busted. Right? So let's take a look at else we bring into this little 3-4 part series. You see the U.S. Attorney, Behe, the Department of Justice again blocking. You see the FBI, and now I'm at confrontations with them again. And you see the marriage of what Penn National is and what Pennsylvania was plugging into the network of New Hampshire for the Anagos and Sinaloa cartel, buying a racetrack. That was Rockingham, casinos, racetracks, distribution, laundering. See, it was all on play. And then you're going to see Married to the Mob, and we'll finish with that. And you'll see that not only the mob, but the cartel and the deep state put a plant in my office. You see a sworn deposition. She was only married to one of the heads of the mafia. It wasn't her real, it was her maiden name, not her married name. Everyone in that room was a mole. Barrington, Terry Lemieux. And after that video, within a matter of 2 weeks, was the first murder attempt. When I turned around and refused $25 million from Liberty Mutual, who represented your deep state, Bill Shaheen, and $25 million from Penn National. They told you I broke down horses. Bullshit. Destroy the messenger, you destroy his message. So let's see, we got politicians getting payoff from the mob, chaos from the cartel. We have their wire services. We have them going through the state police. I have an informant within that state police that gave me that evidence, and you'll see. So we have everything, and it all leads to the New Hampshire money laundering network, the Pandora's box. That is what the Pandora Papers tracked in New Hampshire was the money laundering, just as these racetracks are doing. They're turning around and fixing the races, wiring the bet offshore, using the racetrack's wire service in the casino. Your own governor was using the same, in Pennsylvania, was using that service. When you turn around and win the fixed race, it comes back clean. And it involves everybody. It's why when that stopped at Rockingham with that casino, the Penn National, Anagos, and the Sinaloa cartel had casinos pop up everywhere around New Hampshire. And now they're getting into Maine too. One network, One cartel, one money laundering network. They were just going to build an empire. Now they just got to build an empire one at a time. And the people involved in this Anagos cartel and Planet Fitness will show you communications where even NBA games are being fixed. See, you don't think it's possible, which is why it is. And again, it's about finding their money. And that's what we're doing here. So when you expose all this, and understand this involves HBO, this involves ESPN. I'll bet you say that's almost impossible. Did you know HBO had a series named Luck that got shut down because they thought it was about me? Dustin Hoffman was the producer, said even a gill of a fish wasn't hurt. It was all bullshit. They also had me on ESPN, the first E60 show. They didn't tell me the title, Most Hated Man in Racing. And Rachel Nichols of ESPN, basketball, she came to my lake house and interviewed me. And I told her what she asked me. She goes, "Are you saying they're all corrupt? And you're the one telling the truth?" You're damn right. And what happened? They all got busted. All the network that I gave them. They let them go and they protected the feds and the higher ups of the money laundering network. They gave you the low fruit. ESPN Radio had me on 3 weeks in a row. It was the highest ratings they ever had while I was on. And what you're going to see on this too, what did it say? Mike Gill was right. Well, I'm right about this too. Another motive? Let me see. I'll close with my enemies. Oh, the mob, the cartel, the Department of Justice, the FBI, the DEA. I mean, if you measure about uh, your measure of a man or who you are is your enemies. Did I miss anybody? And what I'm telling you here, this pressure here, is to put on the FBI. Don't forget, they have this evidence. So does the Department of Justice. So if this Patel isn't full of shit, which I think that he is because Flynn's flying around and Flynn's working awful hard to say that Trump likes him. Bullshit. That's a deal. That's with the DOJ. That's it. I know who Flynn is. Flynn's tied to this. Now, Flynn has this evidence. All this cartel evidence that I'm going to show you, Flynn has. You notice how we say money laundering, child trafficking now? And Rakeland keeps popping up in New Hampshire. Why do you think? Again, blackmail and extortion and race fixing for the purpose of money laundering. But I guarantee you, these few parts will take out different clips and we'll promo them. That's what Crash is going to help you with. So I'm going to tell you where we're going. We're going to set it up so you have an understanding. So we're going to take you into the casino. We're going to take you on this racetrack, the backside of the racetrack. We're going to tell you how the cartels and the mob work together and launder their money, and how the casinos are still a major player in all this. Charitable gaming. Here's another one. You ready? The cartel owns the fucking lottery. The New Hampshire lottery, they own it. Whose licenses? Everybody who runs it? The president of the lottery? Oh, Andy Cruz of the cartel, who was in the Pandora Papers with auto fare. You got it? All gaming. You're the laundering network. So after you work hard and you're cheated out of your money, no, you're doing the honorable work of cleaning cartel money. Okay, thank you.